Rolling audio. Rolling video one. All right. Let's take this baby out for a test spin. Good morning, guys. It's Monday. It's Monday morning actually here in Honeycomb. And you know, I just wanted to make a video and go back to basics and make some coffee with you guys. It's been a while, it's been a minute since we've done some coffee stuff. And I've been working on like getting some concepts together, and we have some ideas, but things haven't really been working out and panning out. So I thought, let's just stop, go back to basics and make a cup of coffee. Maybe you guys can see how I'm brewing my coffee now, how I'm brewing it differently, how am I brewing it the same. And I was gonna make some coffee, so I thought, let's do it together. Our coffee today is this West Valley Natural from Yardstick Coffee. It's not available on their website, but if you are a member of their Yardstick club, then you have access to this. I was very lucky, they were kind enough to send it over. And we're gonna start out by weighing our coffee. Let's do 15 grams of coffee. So these coffees, what I'm usually doing is I'm doing a 15:1 ratio, which means that I'm doing 15 grams of coffee to 225 ml of water. So we're gonna put it in our grinder. This is the Time More, what is it? 123 Go Grinder or the Go Grinder. We're gonna put the coffee in. This is still the grinder we're using every day for our filter brews. I did a review on the grinder, kind of catch everyone up on what happened, what I had learned with it. And you might remember it, I don't like the catch bottle for it. So I'm just gonna grind it right here into this pitcher. I also find that grinding at an angle means that all of the coffee gets in. And while we're doing that, we're also gonna wash our paper filter. Rinse it down a little bit. And one of the nice things about the grinder is that it automatically stops when it detects that there's no more resistance against the grinder. So let's check. Oh, there's still a little bit more coffee in there. A little shake. All right. What we've done is that we've rinsed the filter. And you guys have seen me do this a million times. The reason why you rinse your filter is one, you want to heat everything up. Get everything up to a stable brewing temperature or a good brewing temperature. I was in Home Ground Coffee recently, and her name is Ellie, and she rinsed her filter with tap water, with room temperature water. And that's a technique that she does so that everything is always room temperature. Makes sense for the brewer's cup, but at home I kind of like, or at the office at least, I kind of like having, you know, warm everything. The other thing you want to do is you want to saturate that paper filter so that it's not getting absorbed full of coffee and oils. And you also don't want it to, you also don't want to have any flavors in the filter itself. Now for this particular filter, this is a origami filter made by Cafec. It uses that same 90-degree cone angle, which results in the 60-degree V60 once you fold it together. Now let's brew. So the first thing I do is I very gingerly and very carefully add in about 25 ml of water. It's a very traditional pre-infusion. And then when we get up to 30 seconds, or a little under 30 seconds, I'm just gonna start adding in water until I see that all the coffee is saturated. Now what I'm gonna try and do is try and maintain this volume. So it's less about how much water I'm pouring in at that time in terms of weight, but like what's the volume like? And then the scale is just kind of informing me more or less where I am in the process. I'm just trying to get a very even saturation and a very even bed level or slurry level over the entire brew process of making the coffee. We're at 1 minute and 73, And I think that now we got past the 1 minute mark. I want to be a little bit more aggressive and start raising my bed level. So on the camera, what you can see is that this line over here, the margin between the top of the filter and the line of my slurry, I'm trying to keep it more or less the same, so that we have around the same amount of water inside the cone during the different stages of the brew process. And I'm not overfilling it and creating coffee that's too intense or underfilling it. And honestly, when it's underfilled, I kind of like the intensity. But what I'd say is that even at low intensities, what I don't like is that the temperature drops too much inside of the slurry because there's less thermal mass. So it's a little less consistent, a little less stable. All right, so we're right where we want. We're coming up. We're at 2 minutes and a half, and we're coming up on our target water weight. I'm just gonna stall my pour right here in the middle, kind of match the rate that water is flowing out the bottom. When I get to 225, I'm just gonna stop. And that's our brew. I forgot to get a cup, so I'm just gonna let that drain down, and I'll be right back to taste it. Oh, my Akai scale is saying low battery. I got these scales in 2018, I believe. They've been relatively consistent throughout the years, the scale at least. But now that they're coming up on that 5-year mark, I think we're gonna have to replace the batteries very soon. Taste the coffee. West Valley Natural from Costa Rica. Roasted by Yardstick Coffee. Ooh, sweet, round, like a fresh stone fruit. Fresh peach, definitely. On their notes, they have vanilla and pomegranate. I'm not so familiar with pomegranate, to be honest. It's kind of a Western fruit. Locally, I think that there's a little bit of like citrus rind, and there's a taste similar to the aroma of vanilla bean. I don't know how to describe that. Oh, now I know. You know when you have a vanilla tea, like a vanilla rooibos tea, and there's like a vanilla-ness to the tea? That's what I'm tasting here. It's not like the vanilla in a vanilla ice cream. It tastes more like the vanilla in a tea than the vanilla that we're traditionally used to, which is like an ice cream or a cookie or something like that. It doesn't taste like a milkshake, it tastes like a tea. That's a West Valley Natural from Costa Rica, roasted by Yardstick Coffee. I of course would like to thank our friends from Yardstick for sending this over, good friends of the company. Now if you have tasted this coffee, I'd like to hear from you. Let me know in the comments down below what you think of it. Now if you do want to taste coffees like this from their secret stash, join Yardstick's Coffee Club. It's a members only club where they send you coffees every month. You pay for it, but it is really good value and you do get some really good perks, as well as I believe early access to some of their products and merch when they come out. So if you enjoy coffee, you live in Manila, you live in the Philippines, check out Yardstick's Coffee Club. I wish you guys a great week ahead, and I wish you guys great coffee, good luck, and good health. Peace.